Bonsoir à tous, bienvenue sur l'antenne de
Hello everybody and welcome to TV Festival de Cannes for Maïwenn, Mon Roi, the first French film presented this year in the competition. And I'm with the French producer, I think very happy, Thomas Langman. So what are you expecting from Maïwenn?
Un choc parce que
I think a shock because very often our films are shocks and police. Here in 2011, the same year as the artist, when I saw her film, it took me a while to overcome it, if you like. Vincent Cassel, I love. It was one of the reasons I really wanted to come back to Cannes this year, or to see Maïwenn's film. Vincent Cassel, of course, was your own Mezrine. So a long story. Any other projects? We've just finished a film together with François Cluzet, which is coming out in June, right? The end of June, yeah. So you're here to see films, to sell films, to prepare films. Absolutely, to sell films and meet people. And especially see films. So, thank you very much, Thomas Langman. Thomas Langman, who produced The Search last year with Michel Hazanavicius, who produced Un Moment d'Égarement with Vincent Cassel. He's very present at the moment. You can see him in May, in Partisan. He's in The Little Prince with a voice role as a hero of Mon Roi that's going out in November. And in Tales of Tales from Matteo Garrone. So he disappears for a while, and then all of a sudden he comes back with a rush. He's the king in Tale of Tales and the king for Maïwenn. A passionate story between a man and a woman, Emmanuel Berco and Vincent Cassel, the first French filming competition this year. Let's have a look at a clip.
Joseph, je te présente la femme de ma vie.
Bienvenue dans ma modeste officine, mademoiselle.
Aussi loin que porte ton regard, tu peux choisir ce que tu veux. C'est pour toi.
C'est à toi?
Non, c'est pour toi.
C'est pour moi.
C'est Joseph et moi qui te l'offront. Vas-y, prends des crèmes, prends des brosses à dents. Prends des pompes à venin.
N'hésitez pas, je mets ça sur sa note, on a l'habitude.
Bah ouais. De l'exo.
Oui, d'accord, très
S'il te
bien.
plaît, 2 boîtes.
Oui.
Pour toi? Tu prends ça, toi?
Ah, pas du tout.
Mais pourquoi tu prends ça?
Et alors dis-moi un truc. Et le Viagra?
Eh bien, le Viagra. Bah écoute, on en a, évidemment, on en a.
Eh ben, j'aimerais bien en prendre un
Non,
petit peu.
arrête,
Si.
Vous voulez vous amuser avec ça?
C'est pas dangereux pour le cœur?
Non, pas du tout, non, ça ne
Je sais, vas-y,
rien du
pour le
tout.
foie.
Aucun souci.
Alors donne-moi une boîte juste.
Mais non, on n'a pas besoin de ça.
Ça dure combien de temps?
Ouais, ça dure 12 heures, donc.
12 heures?
On va pas prendre ça?
Non mais j'ai envie d'essayer parce qu'il paraît que c'est vraiment
Ça marche, c'est
c'est la fleur
oui,
fusil quoi.
radical, absolument.
Je te promets dans la rue. Pardon, excusez-moi. Hein? Et tu sais qu'il y en a un nouveau qui est sorti?
Non, quoi, non.
Si, ça s'appelle le Viazac.
Le Viazac.
C'est un mélange de Viagra et de Prozac. Et ça fait que tu bandes plus mais tu t'en fous. Mais pas cette fois-ci là, je préfère prendre du Viagra. On va essayer?
Si vous nous rejoignez à l'instant, bienvenue sur les marches.
Joining us, welcome to the red carpet for Maïwenn, Mon Roi. First of the French films in competition this year. Maïwenn back in competition in Cannes after her jury prize given by Robert De Niro for Police. And she's back here, maybe for the Palme d'Or, with a love story. She's been sort of in sort of ensemble films, and here she's with a man and woman meeting, love, the child, arguments, incomprehension, passionate, intense, wonderfully played by Vincent Cassel and Emmanuel Berco. Emmanuel Berco, of course, who was in Police. She co-wrote it. And so she gives wonderful roles to them. Why not performance awards? So let's see the steps now. In a few moments, Maïwenn, Louis Garrel, Maïwenn, Emmanuel Berco, Vincent Cassel. And so we've got a jury. So let's go and see their world. So just before the festival today, I suggest you have a moment with Jack Gyllenhaal. Hello.
Bonjour.
Thank you very much for giving us this little interview.
I wanted to know what kind of audience you were in a dark room. Can you be a normal audience? Forget that you are an actor.
I feel like I have two sides of myself. There's obviously always the side that's watching very specifically and all the minutiae, and then I think that there's the regular audience goer inside me that's always up for a certain type of entertainment, particularly sort of, I would say, admittedly, sort of conventional entertainment. I really like, you know, things like that. But there's always, it's always vying all the time inside me. So I wonder if I really can watch a movie like a normal audience member, just knowing the process and having been doing it for so long.
What do you expect from this experience of being part of the jury in Cannes? Do you want to be surprised? Do you want to watch 3 movies a day and being able to party after?
I expect the unexpected. That's what I love in my work. Don't like to, you know, expect anything. I like to be prepared. And I like to be excited and disciplined, and I think there's a discipline in watching many movies a day. But ultimately, all I want is to be, you know, thrown off guard, and I can't wait to see something that I would never expect to see.
What is the best or the craziest memory you have of the Cannes Film Festival?
I've only been to the Cannes Film Festival once before. So I don't have a lot of memories to choose from. I would say there was a film that I had that was in competition, and I feel like there's no other festival in the world and there's no other situation in the world where I feel like the pressure and particularly sort of the intensity of energy towards a piece of art is focused. Not even at, you know, the most famous visual art opening have I seen people focus on the visual medium as intensely as they do here, and feeling a part of that, particularly when you've been a part of the movie that's made, is sort of more extraordinary than anything that I've ever really experienced.
Among the directors that may win a prize this year, we have Denis Villeneuve, and you know him very well because you work with him.
Yes, yeah.
So what will be your state of mind? Are you going to try to be totally neutral, or how are you going to do this?
Well, you know, I'm toughest on myself, and usually creatively toughest on those who I know well. I mean, ultimately, I think the only thing that equalizes everything is how you're moved. You know, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're sitting there weeping. You know, I think I love being moved in many, many different ways. And whoever can do that to me and move me in a way I haven't seen before is the one who I feel like, or the ones who will be, you know, regarded as by me as like someone who's deserving of something. But Denis, I wish him luck. You know, I think he's amazing, and yeah, I've made 2 movies with him. Maybe this one's better because I'm not in it.
I would not say that, but I haven't seen it. So, yeah. As an actor, what is your vision of cinema today? Is there still a place for invention, creativity? Is that an interesting period?
Absolutely, absolutely there is. I think that cinema is just a reflection, really, of the minds of whoever is making it. I think that the question is less about cinema than it is about the filmmakers themselves, and then ultimately what society is showing us and bringing us. So the more we can break from convention as human beings, I think the more cinema will reflect that. I think we're in a really interesting time in that I think that it's scary in general all over the world, just politically and socially. And I think that ironically opens up opportunities for really, hopefully, original creative expression, and not the opposite, which can happen as well out of fear. But I think that the cinema has no boundaries ultimately, and but it's all about looking inside yourself.
Last question: why do you need cinema in your life?
To pay my rent.
You can have many reasons.
I feel like I need cinema in my life. It's really been the only place where I feel I can be truly honest, you know. And that's an irony, I think, also in that, you know, people consider it to be pretend, but I consider it to be a space where you can be really therapeutic. And that's how I look at film. It's how I look at film in the process of making a character or a movie, and I look at that. I look at film the same way as an audience member. I think there have been movies that have moved me and changed my life as a result of watching them, and you know, I'm blessed to be making them, and so as a result of making them as well. So that's really why I need cinema in my life.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Retour au pied des marches du Palais des Festivals.
So back to the red carpet here. The team from Maïwenn are arriving on foot here. A wonderful moment when they don't come in the official car, but hand in hand, and the actors, everybody from the film here. They've had a little break, and they're getting ready to go up the steps, and there's a supporter of Vincent Cassel, posing for photographers. Cécile Cassel, a talented actress and singer. Maybe she's here for good films, to see films, and maybe to support Vincent Cassel, who is the hero of Mon Roi by Maïwenn. Cécile Cassel,
la chanteuse du groupe Hollies, qui s'est rapidement fait un nom comme chanteuse, de même qu'elle s'était déjà fait un nom comme comédienne.
She was an actress, of course,
Et sur ces notes de musique,
and it's on this music that
se fait pour
the
l'instant
crew from Maïwenn is being photographed
aux abords du Palais des Festivals. Et on a hâte de les rencontrer.
near
Donc,
the
je vous disais, Mon Roi de
Festival
Maïwenn, c'est le premier de
Palace.
5 films en compétition.
So the first of 5 films in competition tomorrow is going to be Stéphane Brisé's film with Vincent Lindon, La Loi du Marché. Tuesday evening, the screening of Marguerite et Julien from Valérie Donzelli. Thursday, Jacques Audiard, he's been here a lot. And then Guillaume Nicot, the final film of the competition with Valley of Love. And Gérard Depardieu.
Voilà toute l'équipe qui s'approche.
So everybody there, hand in
Belle
hand,
équipe pour un film
for
extrêmement
this
émouvant.
extraordinary moving
On
film.
va essayer de s'approcher.
We'll try and have a word.
On va peut-être commencer parce que je vois Louis Garrel.
I can see Louis Garrel.
Toute l'équipe qui pose pour l'instant pour les photographes. On va
They're
pas les
posing
déranger
for
tout de suite.
photographers, I won't bother them.
Voilà, et Maïwenn, on sait à quel point
Maïwenn, we know that
elle s'est dirigée des comédiens, elle
she
elle-même
can
est comédienne.
direct
C'est la
actors,
première fois
she's an
qu'elle
actress
apparaît
herself.
dans un de ses films. Mais je peux vous dire qu'en termes de direction d'acteurs,
But
elle
for
est
directing
incroyable. D'ailleurs,
actors,
les acteurs,
she's
les
incredible.
acteurs en ont témoigné pendant la conférence de presse. Et voici donc toute l'équipe
So everybody,
avec... Bonsoir Vincent Cassel.
Vincent Cassel, hello, how are you doing?
Ça va pas mal. Hein.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So you're the king, you're a king in Mathieu Garonne's film, and you're the king for Maïwenn.
Ça fait un peu vieux rocker, hein, le King, quand même, non?
Yeah, it's a bit like an old rock star, no? The king.
Vous avez expérimenté avec Maïwenn.
What did you experience with Maïwenn that you hadn't seen before?
Sentiment de liberté,
A feeling of
lié à sa manière de
freedom
tourner les films.
and the way that
Je
she
crois que,
makes films.
Pas que moi, hein, avec les autres
And I think
acteurs
that
et
with the
avec
others as well, and with
Et je
Manuel
crois que ça se
Berco,
sent. Je crois qu'il y a une
and I
spontanéité
think
dans
there's a
les-
spontaneity
dans les répliques, dans les scènes. Et,
in the
moi, ça me plaît.
scenes, in the lines, and
Vous
it's
lui avez
good.
fait confiance, que j'ai l'impression que
Why
vous
did you
lâchez,
trust her?
quelques
Because,
émotions qu'on vous voit pas souvent
I
lâcher
mean,
à l'écran.
you know, you're giving some emotions we don't often see.
Suivre le scénario.
I just follow the
S'il y a des émotions dans
script.
le scénario,
If there's emotion in the
il y a de l'émotion à
script,
l'image.
there's
Mais il y a pas
emotion
que le
on
scénario,
screen.
On sait très bien qu'elle vous.
Well, there's
qu'elle
more
entraîne
than
au-delà
that.
du scénario.
La cuisine pour fabriquer tout ça, elle est encore un peu.
Nah, I mean, you know,
mystérieuse, hein, de toute façon.
it's
Sinon, on a un
mysterious.
de cinéma.
Oui, c'est un film
Otherwise,
que
there's
vous
no
êtes
point making
particulièrement ému de
films.
montrer, là, aujourd'hui.
So you're very moved to
J'aime
show the
beaucoup ce
film.
film et je suis
I like this film,
et
and
je
I'm
sais
thrilled
qu'il y a
to
beaucoup de
show
trucs
it.
assez imparables dans le film, donc je
There's
suis
some
très excité
weird
que la lumière
things,
s'éteigne et que les gens voient
and
ça
so
et-
I'm looking forward to the lights going down and
Merci beaucoup, Vincent
people
Cassel.
living it with
Belle
us.
soirée.
Thank you. Have a good
On va
evening.
rejoindre Emmanuel Berco.
Emmanuel Berco.
Emmanuel, bonsoir.
Emmanuel,
La
hello.
télé du Festival de Cannes. Bon, moi, vous m'avez
So,
retourné, vous m'avez secoué.
you know, I was just sort of shaken up, but I mean, what a role.
Ça a été, je crois que vous aviez peur de l'incarner. À quel
I
moment
think you
vous
were
n'avez plus
frightened
peur
of playing? You know, when did you stop being frightened? Once it started, because of Maïwenn, you know that if you don't give yourself 100%, now it's not going to work. So then, I just let myself go. And when you let yourself go, you can't be afraid. It's a film, apparently, which is seen very differently by men and women. Can you understand why? Yeah, of course. It doesn't take for men or for women, and everybody can find their own things. And what did you find, apart from acting in it? Can you see it as a spectator? I saw it once, and I think I was a spectator, and maybe I'm going to watch the actress, but it's a massive film. Thank you, Emmanuel Becco, and well done.
Maïwenn, bonsoir.
Maïwenn, hello.
Bravo.
Well done.
Je le disais à Emmanuel Berco, moi, vous m'avez coupé tous mes effets.
I mean, you've taken everything away, so I'm not going to cry, but I'd like to know, what did you want to get across, taking us into the lives of this couple, on love, on relationships? I don't want people to feel things in particular. I want people to travel, to have a journey, to say, you know, you don't always choose people you love, but it's nevertheless a great love.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'à votre avis, il vous a fallu autant de temps pour le faire, ce film?
Why did it take you so long?
Allez-y, je comprends.
So I'm going to smoke because I'm nervous. I shouldn't have stopped with this, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Ça fait 10 ans que vous y pensez.
So you've been thinking about this film for 10 years.
Parce que les films d'avant ou parce que aussi dans votre vie, c'était.
Is it because it was now that you need to talk about it? No, I mean there's subjects that you're not ready for.
Un jour, je voudrais bien faire un film de guerre, mais je me sens pas prête.
I could run a war film. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it one day.
Un film sur l'amour, je me sentais pas prête.
And a film on love, I wasn't ready 10 years ago. But 2 years ago,
c'est magnifique. Merci Maïwenn.
Now I am. Well, thank you very much, Maïwenn. It's wonderful.
Voilà, et les autres comédiens, parce qu'on cite beaucoup.
And there's lots of other people there. Vincent Cassel, Emmanuel Berco. There's a play-out of young actors in there. There's Louis Garrel, who is
délicieux, drôle et
delightful, funny, touching.
Bonsoir Louis Garrel.
Hello, Louis Garrel. A quick question before you go up the red carpet.
Qu'est-ce que vous avez vécu avec Maïwenn?
What was it like with Maïwenn
avec d'autres réalisateurs
that you haven't had with other directors?
Maïwenn a une technique très particulière de tournage qui fait un peu peur au début. On a du mal à y
She's
aller
got a
parce que
very special way of making films. You know, it's very different. It's very intense. And then
on a beaucoup de plaisir à y retourner chaque jour.
It's great to go back every day.
Quasiment traîné à vos pieds pour vous convaincre.
Apparently, she sort of flung herself at her feet for you to go into it. No, I did hesitate because I didn't think I'd be able to fit into the way she works, and then afterwards, it was it's so simple. It was just sort of so natural.
Vous allez également présenter un film en tant que réalisateur.
Would you like to,
il y a un stress plus grand que l'autre ou c'est que du plaisir dans le cadre du film de Maïwenn?
Directing a film, acting in the film, is it more complicated? No, I've got stage fright all the time. You're doing well. It's not the best way to get around it.
Voilà, Maïwenn qui détraque.
Maïwenn.
Louis Garrel.
Taking away stage fright.
Mais en tout cas, c'est une très très belle équipe et on les sent tous unis autour de Maïwenn.
And they're all there with Maïwenn.
Qu'ils s'apprêtent à fouler le tapis rouge.
And they're going to go up the red carpet. Monroy, the first of the 5 French films in competition. Very intense film. Where the two characters, she doesn't let them go from the beginning to the end. We'll see it in autumn in France. And these wonderful images, Maïwenn, Vincent Cassel, Emmanuel Berco, Louis Garrel, and their partners here for the steps and the red carpet.
Et voici donc Maïwenn, la réalisatrice de Monroy, présentée ce soir en compétition avec sa belle équipe. Vincent Cassel, Emmanuel Berco,
voilà toute l'équipe du film.
So everybody there from the film. Vincent Cassel, Emmanuel Berco, Maïwenn.
Nabil Kechouen, Abdel Adala, Amanda Adel, son scénariste Étienne Comard, le compositeur Stéphane Marbeck,
Et une musique entraînante.
And this really
Pour présenter
fantastic
ce nouveau
music
film
for
de
this new film from
qui
Mai Wen,
nerveuse, mais qui est
who says she's
extrêmement
nervous but
souriante,
looks
et je
very
pense que cette petite
happy.
musique,
And I think this music,
va lui donner de l'énergie pour affronter, mais aussi pour savourer ce
and
moment
to
unique.
savor this unique moment.
Vincent Cassel présent deux
Vincent
fois en
Cassel,
compétition
twice
cette
in
année,
competition this
puisqu'on
year.
l'avait vu, il y a quelques
We saw
jours
him
dans
a couple of days ago in Tale of
Matteo
Tales
Garrone. Là
from
aussi,
Matteo
il a interprété
Garrone,
un roi.
playing a king again in Mai Wen's film, of course, in the figurative sense.
Et un Vincent Cassel extrêmement émouvant, comme on l'a peut-être jamais vu.
And Mai Wen, as we've never seen her before,
Et c'est dire si Mai Wen a su prendre,
Mai Wen
peut-être voler de lui des émotions qu'il n'a pas
maybe
l'habitude
stole
de
some
vivre au
emotions
cinéma.
from him here.
Jusqu'ici, tout va bien aussi pour Mai Wen qui, depuis son premier film, Pardonnez-moi.
Dans le film, on retrouve également Norman Tavo qui s'était fait
Norman
une réputation, qui s'était fait découvrir sur Internet.
Taro,
avec ses
discovered
vidéos,
on internet, so with his
postées
videos.
Sur Internet, ses vidéos désopilantes. Vous voyez là Louis Garrel, je vous le disais, il est également présent à Cannes cette année pour présenter son
Louis Garrel here for his film as a director as well, his
long-métrage,
first feature
Les
film,
Deux Amis,
The
avec
Two Friends,
notamment
with
Vincent McCain
Vincent McCain.
et Golfite Farhani et lui-même. Et c'est à la semaine de la critique que vous pouvez découvrir ce film si par
And you
hasard
can
vous
see
êtes à
this.
Cannes. Et évidemment, le film sortira en salle
The film will be coming
le mois
out
prochain.
very soon.
Je vous le rappelle, obtenu le prix du jury court-métrage pour les vacances en 1997 à Cannes. C'est le deuxième prix de la Ciné-Fondation.
Cette magnifique jeune femme, c'est Christelle Saint-Louis-Augustin.
Christelle de Saint-Louis-Augustin, who plays one of the characters in the film,
Discorde.
a source of discord, in fact, between the two lovers of the story.
Et lui aussi un habitué du festival. Il a présenté Un lever de rideau, actrice de rêve de la nuit d'avant, les chansons d'amour, les frontières de l'eau, les bien-aimés, un château en Italie. Et l'an passé, il était en compétition dans le Saint-Laurent de Bertrand Bonello.
Voilà, l'équipe rejoint à présent Thierry Frémaux, le délégué
So
général
Thierry
du
Frémaux,
festival.
the director of the festival,
Directrice
Frédéric
du CNC,
Bredin, director of the
qui
CNC,
accueille toute l'équipe de ce premier
welcoming
film français de la
everybody.
compétition. Et Mai Wen qui entoure ces jeunes comédiens.
Mai Wen with them,
Frémaux qui accueille
Thierry
à nouveau
Frémaux.
Vincent Cassel en haut des marches, aux côtés d'Emmanuel
Welcome
Berco,
them alongside
mais aussi du
Emmanuel
producteur
Berco,
Alain Attal,
producer Alain Attal,
Et Frédéric Bredin, la directrice
qui accompagne
du
Mai
CNC,
Wen.
la présidente du CNC.
Voilà Vincent Cassel,
Vincent
pardon,
Cassel.
Norman Tavo,
Norman Tavo,
qui n'ont pas eu l'occasion de se rencontrer pendant le tournage puisqu'ils n'ont pas de scène ensemble.
and they haven't got any scenes together, so they didn't see each other on the shoot.
Et c'est le moment d'une dernière photo de toute l'équipe qui est à tout dos d'entamer un pas de danse.
So there we are.
C'est fait.
A few dance steps.
Mai Wen qui raconte que
Mai Wen.
elle aurait aimé, enfin pas forcément aimé faire ce film plus tôt, mais
C'est-
que c'est un projet qu'elle porte depuis
It
longtemps.
was a
mais
project
qu'elle
she'd
ne
had
se
for a long
sentait pas prête
time,
auparavant.
but she wasn't ready to make before.
Et elle qui nous a plutôt habitués
And,
aux films d'ensemble se
You know, she
concentre
likes chorus films,
essentiellement sur ces deux personnages.
but here
Emmanuel
she's
Berco
focusing
et
on
Vincent
two characters, Vincent Cassel et Emmanuel
afin de
Berco,
relater
to tell the
une histoire
story
d'amour, une histoire de couple sur une
of
dizaine
love
d'années.
of a couple over 10 years or so.
Regard complice entre Mai Wen
So Maïwenn and Vincent Cassel, a little glance, probably very nervous. She's back in competition 4 years after Complice, where she got the jury prize. You know, an amazing entrance into the world of Cannes. And maybe, you know, the film amazed me with its acting.
L'équipe de Montroy. 8e film à être présenté en compétition cette année.
Entrée dans le palais des festivals.
So going to the Festival Palace, Louis Garrel and Vincent Cassel is perfect in his role of this confident, the brother. He's got some really good lines. And the sort of lines that Maïwenn writes so well. It's a very passionate script, but it's very amusing, despite everything. And now,
on imagine le cœur battant de toute cette équipe et surtout de Maïwenn qui vient là présenter ce nouveau film.
she's coming to present her fourth film,
pour la deuxième fois en compétition.
and for the second time in competition.
Et voilà toute l'équipe accueillie
So everybody there,
dans la grande salle lumière par des applaudissements. On imagine qu'ils seront encore plus nourris à la fin de la projection et qu'il y aura des larmes.
and I'm sure there'll be many tears shed before the end of the film.
Pour Emmanuel Berco et
Vincent Cassel,
c'est une deuxième soirée officielle.
second official evening here because Emmanuel Berco, remind you, she opened the festival with her film as a director, Standing Tall, Vincent Cassel with Salma Hayek and everybody from Matteo Garone's Tale of Tales.
Conte de fées, film baroque où les deux.
A very baroque film.
Cinéma également. Vincent Cassel très gâté.
Vincent Cassel
en ce moment.
Really spoiled at the moment.
Voilà pour cette présentation.
So there we are for this presentation of Maïwenn's film, My King. Téléfestival de Cannes never stops, of course. There's going to be lots of surprises, wonderful images. Of course, tomorrow morning, 10:30 with Pierre Zeny for the people from Stéphane Briset's film, with Vincent Lindon.
Pour la montée des marches de l'après-midi de ce
Les Lois du Marché, and then we'll present the steps tomorrow, and lots going on tomorrow. 4 films will be presented tomorrow in competition. Out of competition, there's going to be Stéphane Briset's film, La Loi du Marché, Joachim Trier's film,
Louder Than Bombs,
and then a bit of relaxation with a fantastic animated film, Vice Versa, with all sorts of people in there. So tomorrow on the Croisette and on TV Festival de Cannes, and the final film at around about midnight. You are going to watch us all day, and of course you'll see everything here on TV Festival de Cannes.